rebounds. Yun yung malaking diferensya. 14 rebounds for Mason, only 8 on the part of Hickerson.
GlobalPort with possession to open the fourth quarter of action. Nakita nyo, nakaupo muna si Mason, si Hickerson nandiyan dyan. Kasabay niya, itong si Macapagal na hindi makakuha yung tres. Washington, Salvador at Garcia ang lima nila. Katapat ngayon sina Ellis, Slaughter, Mamaril, Helterbrand, and Urbistondo. Magumarjo naman po kasama si Jason Webb sa likod ng mikropono, and patrolling the sidelines is Miss Erica Padilla. Slaughter, handoff to Helterbrand. JJ back to Slaughter, and Greg continues on.
He's having a very good game. It's Greg Slaughter.
Slaughter now with a total of 16 points. Hickerson on the move, kicks it out. They want Salvador to attack with 8 seconds to shoot. Salvador against Slaughter. Gustong gamitin yung kanyang balikat. Macapagal, step to the right three. No go. Salvador rebound. Washington underneath. And Jay Washington delivers his fourth point.
His fourth point, but his first point came in the first quarter. Now it's only a second field goal. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of scoring punch, and Jay Washington, very important for him to get involved.
Mamaril over to Urbistondo. Gets it to Helterbrand. Slaughter with a seal on Salvador. The jump hook works.
Right now, Greg Slaughter is just owning the big men of GlobalPort.
72-58 is Ginebra. Still up big here. GlobalPort looking to make some headway as Hickerson looks like he tweaked something on his leg. Nawala ng lift as he went up. Third personal whistled on Mamaril. Hickerson's been struggling from that free throw line. Takes care of the first as we remind everybody that the biggest football match in the country is now live and exclusive here on TV5. The final showdown, Team Phil versus Team James, plus two of the biggest legends of Manchester United. June 7 po yan, alas 7 ng gabi sa University of Makati Football Stadium. Buy your tickets now at SM Ticket Outlets.
Yeah, but that's Paul Scholes and Andy Cole.
Sila ba yun? Yung biggest legends?
Ikaw, nandun eh. Wala. Dito kanina.
Okay.
Sa screen.
Baka mabulol ako pag tinignan ko yung screen. Helterbrand misses. Jump ball dahil both Macapagal and Ellis went for that out of bounds. Ellis should have the advantage here, and he does win that tap. 13-point lead para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Slaughter and Ponferrada on the floor for the first time, battling for position. Ellis with a fadeaway. That's good.
That time he was really looking for his offense on his first 2 points, but then as a group you can see a lot of guys contributing on the side of Barangay Ginebra.
Hickerson attacks, takes the contact, no whistle. Helterbrand rebound, pushes it up, 3-on-2. The fast to Urbistondo. Medyo behind nga lang yung pasa. Oh, but the ball will remain with Barangay Ginebra. Last touch daw si Cabagnot. As Tenorio checks back in para dito kay Helterbrand. Elisa maglalabas. Urbistondo will pop out. Macapagal wants Urbistondo to go left. Tenorio now will take it to the right. Illegal pick whistled on Mamaril.
Billy's got to be a little bit smarter than that. No need for that at this point.
Fourth personal foul whistled on Billy Moms.
Well, right now, turnovers are the things that will hurt you because you don't get attempts at the basket.
Washington against Mamaril at the post. J-Wash looking to go to work. Naipit forces it up and out. Rebound. Slaughter taps it over to Ellis, and a foul is whistled on Cabagnot. First personal pa lang yan para dito kay Alex as Z Mason checks back in para kay Mamaril.
You almost feel that this game is wanting a big run from either team, from GlobalPort to get back into this game, or on the side of Barangay Ginebra to put this game away.
Ellis from deep. No go. Kabagnot with a running start. Alex to Washington. Lost his dribble. Macapagal puts it on the floor. Loses his footing. Macapagal kicks it out to the wrong man, pero Hickerson is there, and Hickerson throws it down.
That might be a technical late game.
Nawarningan muna. Ito si Hickerson for delaying the game. 74-61. Barangay Ginebra up by 13. Macapagal looking for that stop. Hickerson gets it out to Washington on the pitch out. J-Wash, napitin pa sa layup, but is fouled by Urbistondo. Timeout requested by Coach Pido. 74-61. Barangay Ginebra up by 13 points. Taking his 2 free throws, silipin muna natin ang ating Photon Tornado Drive courtesy of Leroy Hickerson. Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Sa puntong ito, balikan natin si Miss Erica Padilla.
Hindi na bago si Leroy Hickerson sa PBA. The 32-year-old is known for being a scorer, kaya naman siya na ang kinuha for his skill and familiarity. A month ago, he just won a championship in Mexico with Reynaldo Baltman. After was a 3-week of continuous conditioning, and a week ago, dumating na nga to practice with GlobalPort. Aware sa situation ng team, he knows it more than the scoring. Being able to share the ball more and balance the scoring with the locals, mas tataas daw ang kumpiyansa ng bawat isa. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Chapit Aguilar back on the floor para sa Ginebra. Against Washington. Gets the bounce. 8 points in the contest para dito kay Japet. 76-63. Balik sa 13 ang kailangan bunuin ng GlobalPort.
Not much minutes for Japet because of foul trouble, but when he's been on the floor, he's been hitting that outside shot.
Hickerson in the lane. Lalim ng bali niya doon. Slaughter gets it over to Ellis. Aguilar dribbles it off his own leg.
I got a little too excited. Kita niya yung open lane, and and everyone's been waiting. People got really spoiled with Japet in the first conference that it seemed every game he was throwing down a dunk.
Garcia gets it over to Kabagnot. Pagkakataon ng GlobalPort makalapit ng bahagya. Washington pulls up from deep. J-Wash couldn't get the bounce. Arar Garcia though bothers LA Tenorio. Mananatili ang possession sa Ginebra. Tenorio over to Ellis. Naipit to sa baseline. Slaughter. Already with 18 points in this contest. LA for 3. Doesn't drop. Sa rebound play, merong foul. 2 seconds against Kabagnot.
That's a big plus para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Look at the difference in rebounding. Right now, Barangay Ginebra already with 54 rebounds. And for Coach Pido and his boys, not even close. Only 30 so far. A difference of 24 in the game.
Aguilar mula sa kanto, waiting for somebody to get open. Tenorio di diskarte dito, back to Japet. They dump it over to Slaughter. Greg working against Ponferrada, puts it up. Pull through to the line for 2 shots.
Greg, lots of touches today. Really liking. If you're a Ginebra fan, you're gonna like the spots in which Greg has been getting the basketball.
Ang Barangay Ginebra, susunod na assignment will be this coming May 24 kontra Meralco, May 27 kontra R21, tapos June 1 kontra San Mig Coffee, as this PLDT Home Telpad Selfie is brought to you by PLDT Home Telpad, the only online landline. Ang GlobalPort naman, May 23, ang balik aksyon nila, Alaska ang kalaban, May 25 kontra Rain or Shine, bago yung San Mig Coffee sa May 30. Hickerson on the attack. Lalim ng dukot nun. Hickerson looking to carry this team by his lonesome.
Well, right now, if he's not going to be willing to take that outside shot, aantayin lang siya sa ilalim ng Barangay Ginebra. We got to get that basketball. And GlobalPort cannot clear the glass. That's the thing.
You've been pointing out that disparity kanina pa as Ellis gets the looper. At ganun-ganun lang, matamis na 16 na ang abante ng Barangay Ginebra. GlobalPort suing for time.
Been the story of this game. Rebounds leading to baskets. Now it's a 16-point lead.
Kung saan pang number, quotient lang gagamitin, tas best of 5 ang semis at finals.
Is that right? Top 4 twice to beat. All of the ones in the top 4 twice to beat. Unlike before, only the top 2 teams have a twice to beat advantage, and the middle teams actually were on a best of 3.
Siyempre, minamadali po natin para makapag-prepara ang ating mga nationals para sa FIBA Worlds in Spain and of course the Asian Games.
And while we talk about that format, while this is going on, Sunday Coffee is a team that's actually trying to get a Grand Slam. And it doesn't happen often, and they've put themselves in position to win a Grand Slam.
Tenorio may tangan ng bola. Chapit with a pick. Chapit receives. Gets it to Ellis.
Nice ball movement.
2 to shoot. Mason gets the hook.
You know, when you move the basketball, good things happen. The ball shifted from one end to the other side, and then Mason got the ball right there at the block, and easy 2 points for him.
We've seen shades of that dati sa Barangay Ginebra in ball movement, but what's the difference tonight? Is it more trust with each other?
They're not really burning the hoops, but they have 81 points with 4 minutes to go. They're probably going to finish it at the mid-90s as a high, or maybe at about the low 90s. The big difference, they're playing good defense. They've limited GlobalPort to 65, and they're getting multiple cracks in the baskets because of rebounds.
Timeout muna para sa Ginebra.
PBA government.
The 16-point deficit.
And you got to think they've got to make that run now, given the time left on the clock.
Hickerson kicks it out. Alex couldn't pull the trigger. Drop it all over him. Cabagnot now decides to let it fly. Tenorio running start. Chapet na una na. Nandun din si Ellis. Kay Chapet binigay ang bola. Taken away by Taha.
2 turnovers on the part of Chapet, and you can see the frustration on his part. And while there is that frustration, he picks up his 5th personal foul. He'll make that his 6th personal foul.
Chapet will troop to the bench. Limited minutes on this evening dahil nga sa kanyang foul trouble. Is out with 8 points and 6 rebounds across his number. Garcia against Tenorio, looking for Hickerson. Ellis bodying up on Leroy. Hickerson backing down. Nakita si Garcia. Natagaan pa ni Tenorio. Ellis iiwan kay Kagiwa, and Mark wisely will kick it back out. Barangay Ginebra primed to pick up their first victory here sa ating Governor's Cup. Mason attacks. Tatlo kumuyog. Walang problema. 21 big points para kay Z Mason as we send it over to Erica.
Frustrated itong si Leroy Hickerson, saying that if the ball is gonna end up with him, he won't bother driving dahil di naman daw natatawagan ng foul. He will just settle with jump shots kung ganon. Tumangulang si Coach Pido as if saying, do what you have to do. Balik sa inyo.
It's weird how it's his 3rd tour of duty dito sa PBA and naninibago siya sa mga tawagan.
That's something that you would actually, the reason why you're getting a balik import is, alam niya na di ba? Madali, especially in a short tournament, at least alam niya na kagad yung laro dito. But you know, the reason why he's also having problems is he's not willing to take that outside shot, or at least swing the ball over to the other side and all of that stuff. But nag-aantay lang sa kanya yung depensa sa ilalim eh.
Cabagnot waiting for some movement from his offense. Hickerson this time takes it to the rack, gets the floater to drop. 30 points para dito kay Leroy. Partida, ayaw pa niyang masaktan. Tenorio working against Cabagnot, 12 to shoot. LA gets it to Kagiwa. Pinagsak pa kay Mason, huli. Pero pati braso kasama. So Z Mason is at the line for 2 shots with 2:02 remaining in this game. Your first impression of Coach Jeff Carriazo in his first head coaching gig?
Right. You have to say that, you know, first of all, it's difficult for Jeff. Kaka-champion niya lang. While he was actually going through the championship, he was actually already working or trying to put some time in for Barangay Ginebra. So
but that was only like around 2 weeks then.
yes, and the thing is, what's important is you come out with a victory. You come out with a victory today, and then of course there's a lot of polishing that he wants to do. He's got to check yung problema nila sa turnovers. But the one thing that is pretty evident, this is a better defensive team, at least in their showing today.
Slaughter adding to his stat line with that big block. Oh, what a pass! Did LA even know where that pass was going? Barangay Ginebra back in action. Ngayon nga pong May 24. Meralco makakatapat. May 23 naman, the day before, Alaska makakatapat ng GlobalPort. You've been talking about defense. Hindi pa rin tumitigil ang Barangay Ginebra. Still coming up with the blocks.
Lots of blocks, especially from Greg's daughter.
First, it was Slaughter. And then it was Z Mason. At kung narinig niyo po yung hiyawan ng mga fans dito sa loob ng Big Dome, yan po ay dahil pumasok na para sa Barangay Ginebra etong si Jens Nutel.
And, you know, and Nutel's living a dream. What was he, a 4th round pick, a 6th round pick in this draft? And then there's an opening para dito sa Barangay Ginebra because they lost one of their players, and he gets a chance to play.
He's been a practice player para sa kanila for a while now, but now he is officially in the game. Kagiwa going to Nutel. Nakita ba si Ellis? Credit the assist to Nutel. Biglang nagising yung Big Tom pagpasok ni Nutel, ano? 87-69.
Oh, first basket, is that our first basket? Yes, only his first field goal.
I think Kagiwa is acknowledging that the crowd wants Nutel to take a shot. Greg, pasa ni Taha yung gusto nila. Pero itong Barangay Ginebra will be coasting to victory number 1.
Victory number 1, and you know, for a team that is just learning a system, very important to steal these early wins.
Look at Barangay Ginebra continue to share that leather, just putting the finishing touches on this game. Tandaan natin na every point counts dahil quotient system kung sakasakali lang na magkakatabla-tabla mga koponan pagdating ng dulo ng elimination round. This crowd letting their team know their appreciation at this point after this masterful performance, especially on the defensive end, Jason.
And for a team that, you know, felt that, or even the fans that felt that second conference